Peace to the nigga nation, man. I hope this day finds you all well. It is New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2023. And as always, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna talk a little bit about, my people. It's been big news for my people. And when I say my people, I talk about my nigga Charleston White. Uh, as people say, our hero. They try to condescend, say, y'all hero got arrested. Y'all hero got beat up in the barbershop. Y'all hero cheating on his wife. Y'all hero is talking about is talking about committing sexual assault, graping. He talks about graping white women. Uh, y'all leader is going and hitting people across the head with chairs and things of that nature. Man, disrespectfully, fuck all y'all. Because really, a man can sit up in here and a man can sit and do 3 hour, 5 hour interviews and tell all his history and have the documentation of how once upon a time he was a youth advocate. Pardon me as I look off in the corner. We got I'm in McDowell County, West Virginia, right? That's where I grew up. I'm in where my mom lives now. So this is the country. It used to be a coal mining area where there was coal mining and then lots of economic bustle by way of mining, and we have all the other industries that would come with it. A lot of people here, uh, and when I came up, it was more of a mixture of black people. Nowadays, still, in McDowell County, it is a nice concentration of black people, but for the most part, there are Caucasians here. Now, when you saw me looking in this direction, it's because in the midst of maybe like 4 or 5 Caucasians, there's this one mixed guy, right? Some might say mulatto, some might say half breed, some might say, swirl, not even swirl, whatever, I have a mixed guy. And it's like, these other guys, I'm filming. Y'all see me filming, right? So while I'm filming, and I already done a live already, so while I'm filming, I guess he walking by, and he walking by slow, and I could tell, you can tell maybe it's just me. Maybe I just feel the vibe, whatever. Like, you trying to hear what I'm talking about. Fuck, you need to hear what I'm talking about for. Maybe it's maybe it's the cityness. Like I said, I'm in the country. So dude is just like right over there. But nevertheless, I'm where up. This is my stomping grounds. I'm at this hoodie right here. Matter of fact, I graduated Mount View High School in 1989. Uh, my family is well known in these parts to this day. The Purdue family. Not saying that I'm a heavy socialite, but let me not get too far apart from what I'm talking about, right? We talking about Charleston White. Charleston White met Cat Williams last night. I don't know if this is his first time meeting him, but he was in Las Vegas, and he went to the Cat Williams show after he left this one particular interview with this gentleman by the name of True. He's a heavy into music, a Caucasian fellow, whatever, associated. Well, Eminem is associated with him per se. Road manager by the name of True, industry guy by the name of True. So they went to Spanky, the comedian Spanky. I think he'd been on Wild 'N Out. They went to see they went to hang out with Cat Williams at the Cat Williams show. And I say this to say, so you have these people, right? And these people continue to say these same old things. It's not like it's as if, and I'm doing this pre-recorded. I don't know why I keep looking for comments. It's as if They don't know the same. I mean, you got to know, and this is the information age. You get the same people come on and say the same. Well, he said this, he said that. He don't need to be working around kids. Oh, that nigga gonna fall off. This, and Vase Rule Skippy. And he tell you your character, but it's not. I say this best. I come off and I'm talking about Charleston White in the beginning of the video, but really it's not so. It's not all. It's not all about Charlie. This whole thing ain't gonna be about Charlie. No. I want to talk about the critics. I want to talk about the critics, man. And it's like these conscious motherfuckers, man. Once upon a time, doing the woke phases, and everybody wanted to be woke. Everybody wanted to be on top of things, but then, people had a confused idea what woke means. People like the concept of being woke and aware, but then with being woke and aware, you have to be hit with the truth. And some people have a problem with digesting the truth. So during the time period of the woke phase, you have the internet and social media popping. There was a lot of truth being exchanged, and during that exchange of a lot of truth, some people got ostracized and pushed to the side, and their voices were once upon a time where everybody was no pun intended, more liberal in their communications with one another and getting along with one another. I think this pretty much started happening, and it began during the Obama era. Then of course, you had the good old mean master era of Donald Trump, and now we're in the con master era, which is known as Biden. Nowadays, it's like, okay, we no longer have Obama. Happy days ain't here no more. Where you couldn't even really give no criticism on Bro Obama, my Bro Obama fella, because you would be seen as some sort of every time one of us move ahead, it's always a crab in the bucket. But then all it is like you just ask questions. You put a whole bunch of support behind somebody by way of vote or whatever it is, and then when it comes time to reap the benefits of that support, you're being accused of wanting a handout. You're accused of being a beggar. So it's like, okay. Then you move on. It's like, okay. So now it's like you move on beyond this era, and then you say, okay, Trump ran, what he got to lose, blah blah blah. He beat Hillary. People almost had a fit because he beat Hillary Clinton. So in the midst of him beating Hillary Clinton, everybody was talking about it's about to be the end of the world, and all things and stuff was about to start happening to people, and all these racial events and stuff was about to happen. That turned out, of course, we live in America. There's going to be plenty of racial incidents. So with those racial incidents, I want y'all to see some. With these racial incidents, just Lord knows there were plenty underneath Obama's administration. There were some underneath Trump's administration, and of course they continue on throughout Master Biden's administration. But I don't want to get too far where I'm trying to get with it at, because I'm trying to keep it centered to what I'm talking about. I said it's not so much what I came on here to talk about Charleston, because Charleston doing what the fuck he putting down what he putting down, regardless of what I or anybody else got to say. You know what I mean? Because you can say, well, he's so-called community activist, this, that, the third. There's documentation of him doing it. Y'all act like y'all can't go back far enough to see it. He changed, he helped get juvenile life without parole abolished by way of an amicus brief. What's the statute? We don't know that. We don't put the law in the in the comments or whatever. I shouldn't have to. But if the man Hill presented himself. Matter of fact, he did present himself. Now you can find the video of him getting hitting the barber shop, that'll go super viral. But when it comes time to show like evidence and documentation, because you know the saying is documentation rules the nation. They won't spread documentation. I remember that one time when he was really into it with I guess the Melvin Farm, the California gang members or whatever, and they said they had snitch paperwork on Charleston, and I think I forgot old dude's name, the dude with the I don't know if he got an S curl or whatever type of situation he had, but he had his paperwork, right, and he was holding his paperwork like far back from the camera, and it would be like and they hold that paperwork far back from the camera, and it'd be like yeah, we got the paperwork, but then somebody messed around and blew it up, and you know, Charleston of course is from Texas. I'm about to move from here. So Charleston is from Texas, right? So it's like the paperwork had somewhere out west. It was like, I think it was somewhere like Portland, Vancouver, Vermont, or not Vermont, wherever in California, somewhere out Washington, somewhere out on the West Coast. And so we all know that whatever happened with Charleston happened down in the South. So it was like, what I'm trying to say is on that tip, I got distracted. I had to get away from them folk. They doing a whole bunch over there. Got motherfucking police over there and all kind of shit going on over there. Maybe if I sit somewhere where I can be more relaxed and comfortable, I can have a better conversation. I can cut this down too, because it's not live. I might just let it go anyway, because I don't care. So yeah, where was I? It said racism, right? A lot of racism, the Obama era, conscious people. We were talking about Charleston. Charleston done this community work. You ain't got to question his community advocacy. You ain't got to question what he done for the kids. There's pictures and documentation and recordings and things like that. But what I'm trying to get at is these conscious folks, right? You know, you got your Sara Setis, you got your Mechee X's, you got your Talib Kwelis, all these folks, right? Now, with the I'll give Mechee X leeway. Mechee X, I've seen, she has her business organization. Well, not organization. She has her entity, her entrepreneur entity, whatever umbrella, her brand. And with her brand, she does help people do constructive things like start business and have business classes, and you know, she does things that have substantial results. That being said, you're full of shit. Because I know you're still steadily talking about the same things, which I told you, what I said, you know, you want to say this, that, and the third. And I'm not going to go into detail. I was going to play your video and all that shit while I was bringing it down. But it's pretty much the same thing. We think his hero, he talking about don't snitch on people. But when he was at the barber shop, he was calling the police, blah, blah, blah. The man was assaulted. And then you say, well, it's kind of like you want to say that's what he did. But then on one episode of your show, when you was talking about how he shouldn't be talking about sexual assault, this, that, and third, because it's victims of sexual assault, not knowing that he has been instrumental in helping victims in his own town, you say, you on this particular instance now, when you're seeking to embarrass or belittle or shame Charleston White, when you talk about that video in the barbershop, the problem is that while you do that, you're also defending a person who has snitch paper documentation. Now, really, I don't even know why somebody that will be conscious will be talking about bullshit like snitching and criminality and things like that. But this person is a documented snitch. He has snitch paperwork on him. And not only that, you say, well, sexual assault, I see the tears in your eyes, sister, and I can recognize, the impact of pain from things that might have happened. Because, fortunately for me, I've never been sexually assaulted, but I've been physically abused. That is what that is. And I seen the pain, but the thing I'm telling you is, the person that you're defending, the one that you say that didn't pistol whip, they didn't hit Charleston with the pistol, he punched him while he was asleep, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The person you're speaking on impregnated a 12-year-old, was a 13-year-old girl, and he was in his 30s, late 20s and 30s and shit. So you say this about, you say that you're against that. Righteously you should be against that type of molestation, statutory rape or physical rape. But it seems sort of peculiar that you would be in the process of doing that in the name of trying to shame. Well, I guess in both situations he was trying to shame Charles and trying to diminish the character in which he is outside of the character he is online. That's fair. That's fair for you to do that. But you got to, if you present yourself to be someone who is righteous, conscious, I don't know if you call yourself conscious, but someone who is about truth, you have to pay attention to the truth. This person is this person that Charleston got the assault with the deadly weapons from, in regards to, this person is a big bad motherfucker from the area that he's in. And for Charleston to be one of the only ones, if not the only one, to boldly state in public that this person is snitch and he got paperwork, y'all know he's a snitch, but y'all give him dap and y'all show him love as a snitch, which Mechee X you doing. You pretty much is doing when you're seeking to go about shaming Charles, and while you trying to make old boy look like the victim. Meanwhile, he punched a nigga. How you going? First you see him. First you say, okay, he's the equalizer because he punched Charleston, and that's what Charleston give a talk about snitches. Okay, all right. So yeah, all right, we'll take that part. But then after that, y'all don't really want to talk about what happened after. Okay, yeah, he picked up the mop. Yeah, he picked up the mop. But when he left that shop, he was in the endeavor to make sure that his wife and the people that were in the shop, because they were witnesses in the shop to what happened, I imagine, to make sure that they were okay and to make sure that the threat was per se neutralized. You want to say, well, you want to make the guy that punched him the victim, and that Charleston's a thug. You talk about not being, y'all telling you trying to shame y'all for being thuggy, but he out there running out getting the pistol. That man defending his wife and his brother. His brother is on parole, so his brother can't even be around. His brother just finished barber school, is out there trying to get his money being a barber. But Charleston shouldn't defend them people. Charleston should defend himself. The snitch assaulter is the one that should be praised. But I don't want to. I ain't trying to harp too much on you, Mechee, because it's not all about you. We also have folks like Sara Seti, good old Sara Seti. Now, Sara, now you seen me in your comments, man. And in all I say is to you, and also folks like Dr. Umar. Where's your the documentation? Where's your proof of you actually doing something? We're not doing, well, like, I know, because I've seen the evidence of Mr. Charleston with his own money and and through his own resources and his own grit and drive, feed the kids in the Stop 6 Fort Worth area. I've also seen Charleston White boldly step into the hallways of local government and take a stand. I've also seen evidence of him going to the highest courts in the land and provide substantial, what's the word I'm looking for? Substantial evidence and proof and documentation and, all of that. The nigga show actions and results from his actions. All we see from y'all is talking. I know a whole bunch about Egypt. Matter of fact, I wanted to go to Egypt so bad that, I think if I remember correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Seti, you claim that you sold dope to go to Egypt, nigga. How can you... this the self-righteousness to come from y'all niggas for me. He talking about that. Once he get to talking about that homosexual stuff, I'm tearing off already. Man, come on, dog. You can't take a joke. At least the like they say, at least the homosexual can take a peek or take a pecker. You can't take a joke about homosexuality. Does it make you uncomfortable? Is there something in your subconscious that makes you somehow feel uneasy when jokes of that nature? Or maybe you come in contact with someone who may be of an alternative lifestyle. I let them people do what they do. I don't bother them people. But that's another point also. It's a new year, man, and I'm creating content. But y'all suckers, man. That's the way I feel. You got your Talib Kweli, nigga. You a rapping ass nigga, man. Who the fuck you got to say? All your years of being in the music era, like you're a conscious rapper. Your family had a library. We don't see you down here in the bottom doing nothing with nobody. You really, for the most part, it's one of them niggas that got short money from having bad contracts, I imagine. You're not balling like Hov. You honor Hov. You like Hov a lot. You like just about every other industry, but you always got pictures with industry folk. And you always seem to find I don't know, now I guess now that you've reached a certain level in the game per se. I need to put this down. You reach a certain level in the game. So now it's like you fancy yourself someone who can be a political, I don't know what this is, this thing that you try to be, whether you're trying to be some type of political advocate or what have you. By way of blog or by way of Facebook, Instagram profile, not even Facebook, that's Instagram profile. You call everybody Nazis and you're a staunch supporter of Palestine and you're quick to talk about people who might have some form of, seem like they may have some, like when you make I think they call this thing Trump derangement syndrome, where you might have a particular issue where someone said, well, you talk all these things about Trump. Right now we have a president in office by the name of Kind Master Biden, and he doing all kind of bullshit that might be perceived as anti-black. Meanwhile, you talking about basic shit of from a former president who's not even in office, and it's just so much. But for the most part, I could do more. I really should do more detail because I guess it looks kind of sloppy. But all I'm out here doing is getting views for y'all, though. Really, I'm just getting views for y'all because I'm at home visiting my people. And I just wanted y'all to catch a glimpse of my stomping grounds. Once was my stomping grounds. But y'all conscious niggas, man. Y'all really have little room to talk. Because we don't see no substantial results of the shit y'all be talking about. This nigga Talib made, I don't know if this is a reel or a short video where you talking about, yeah, because I'm a conscious rapper. Just a conscious rapper. And then he put all of the blue, okay, you're a conscious rapper. What the fuck you talking about Charleston White for? Charleston White fans? Nigga, I'm not a fan of no nigga, buddy. Charleston White, I consider Charleston White a friend of mine. Someone who I know personally. All y'all do is all y'all know is the shit y'all see on these little short ass Instagram or YouTube video clips of the man in character. The nigga take that shit off like a suit. He take the nigga character off like I take off that hat. Put it back on when record is playing. Matter of fact, just like he says, whenever this camera's on, consider the person that you're looking at. They in character. They running game. They running the play on. That's not who they are. They can't be who they are in front of this camera. Because if they are who they actually are in front of this camera, it makes them vulnerable. What y'all want to do is, I don't know. I can't say what y'all want to do. I can just say what I see. If you don't like, I can't really say if you don't like what the level of success Mr. Charleston has. Do something about it. All I can say is, if you don't like something, turn away from it. It's not bothering you. It's not affecting you in no way, shape, or form. So, y'all, now it's looking to me like when y'all get on here and y'all make y'all videos and y'all make your comments and things of that nature, all it is that you're playing the game. You're out here playing the game. You're feeding you're creating content to present to your fans. And I guess, what better way to get engaging content than to talk about one of the most engaging